Eddie Bravo is probably one of the most well-known celebrity flat earthers out there. And would you believe it, I've never looked at him before for a video. So I thought we'll have to remedy that. This is Eddie Bravo breaking down the flat earth theory, and it is wonderfully wrong. Hello all and welcome along to another episode of Flat Earth Friday with me, Simon Dan. Thank you very much for joining me. Right, on with today's video then, which is all about Eddie Bravo and his flat earth belief. He recently appeared on a podcast and broke it all down. Let's see what he has to say, shall we?
Theory on that. Is it true you're a flat earther? And if so, what's
Absolutely.
Okay, so what's like a basic quick theory on that?
Man, I can go on for hours with that, but I mean,
we don't want to do that.
You know,
let's do a 5-minute breakdown.
I never would imagine that we live on some. I think we live in a lake.
Well, that was a start, wasn't it? We live in a lake, apparently. A giant lake, I assume? Dear, oh dear, Eddie.
We're not a flat disc floating in space. People think that's what flat earthers think, that we're a flat disc floating in space and all the planets around, but we're a flat disc. That's not what we believe. Nobody believes that.
We know that, Eddie. Everyone that debunks flat earth knows that. The general public may not, but we certainly do.
We believe that all the information that we got from NASA regarding space is fake. That information's fake. We're not floating in space. We're on some solid thing that's not moving, and we're like in a lake. We're in a machine, and the machine is the stars, the sun, and the moon. They say that the sun is 93 million miles away. It's not 93 million miles away. You think that thing that's right there is 93? It's pretty close. Everything's local. Everything's close. They want you to think everything's 100 light years away and all that.
Well, it looks fairly close because of its size, of course. The sun is massive, 1.4 million kilometers across. So yes, 150 million kilometers away, but 1.4 million kilometers across. On top of that, you can't just say the sun is close because you think it is. You need evidence, Eddie.
93, think about how far 93 million miles would be. And you think that's the sun that's just right there. It's like, I don't know, it looks like 3,000 miles, maybe. You know what I mean?
No,
it doesn't look
that way, but
it doesn't look that far. It's right there.
Of course, the sun could be only 100 meters across and be around 10 kilometers away. And it will, of course, still look the same size as it does now. But that, of course, is all a matter of perspective. 93 million miles is the distance, Eddie. It's been measured. A lot.
Yeah. You know what I mean? 93 million miles away? You know how far that is?
I have several issues with this. One is, if what you're saying is true, that means just freaking everything we've been taught to lie. And that's kind of a scary...
Most history, in my opinion, is a lie.
I think
we're in a clock. Think about the sun. The sun regulates the day. The moon regulates the month. So it takes 28 days for the moon to go through a cycle, and then it loops. It goes back and does a cycle. Our calendars used to be 13 months, not 12 months.
Actually, the world has never universally accepted a 13-month calendar. That's just plain wrong. It actually used to be a 10-month calendar before it became 12.
Think about October. What does oct mean? That means 8. Why is it the 10th month? They got us all mixed up. December, D-E-C, dec.
Yeah.
That's 10.
Yeah, here.
Why is it 12? Why is it 12? Right?
Well, that's easy. It used to be the 10th month. That was until a Roman king added 2 months at the beginning of the year, shifting October and December by 2 months.
So it used to, if you go 13 months and each month is 28 days based on the moon cycles, that's a year. And then you have one extra day every year, one extra day. So and that's the Ides of March or where April Fool's is or something like that. But it used to be 13 months.
Why do we add the extra days? That is a little strange.
It's just the loop, dude. The sun, the stars, and the moon are on a loop, dude. And it's, we sync our clocks to the sky. You know what I'm saying? We sync our clocks to the sky. Our phone is based on the moon and the sun and the stars.
Actually, your phone's time is not based on the moon and stars. Your phone syncs to atomic clocks, which are based on the vibrations of cesium atoms. And I'm sure all of you lot are blissfully aware that we add a leap day every 4 years because the sun takes 365 and a quarter days to go round the sun. not 365 exactly. So every 4 years we add a day onto February to stop the calendar going out of sync with the seasons. Without that adjustment, over centuries, summer in the northern hemisphere would eventually drift to December.
What's holding all that together? And it's so accurate. If it was off a little bit, eventually summer would be in December and winter would be in July. And slowly, and then after another 100 years, then we go back, then the winter's in October, and then the spring is in January. But it's never off.
Yes, because we have a leap year every 4 years, Eddie.
We're on a clock, dude. What's holding the sun, the moon, and the stars together is some kind of magnetic force.
Yeah, no,
right?
I believe the world's just so confusing, and I do believe a lot of what we're taught is complete bullshit. But it's also like a lot of these theories are wrong, get proven wrong all the time. We're trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
The problem with the flat Earth, one problem I have with it is what about the planes that fly through and circle from one side around the globe?
Dude,
how do you
this is the
counter
flat
that?
Earth, right?
Oh no, what's Eddie going to come up with here?
The North Pole's in the middle. You go, and then you just fly like this, boom, 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 boom. It's so easy.
But can't they circle it?
They don't, dude, it's like, how do you know you're just flying? Like here, like the flat Earth is here, right? The middle is the North Pole.
Yeah.
Polaris is right over the North Pole. Coincidentally, it's the only star that doesn't rotate. All the other stars rotate around it.
Really?
That's a fact. And it's right over the North Pole.
Actually, it does rotate, just in a very small circle that you don't really notice.
All compasses point to the north. There's a magnetic force in the north. The theory is there's a mountain, the biggest mountain on Earth, in this lake, the Earth Lake, the biggest mountain is called Black Rock.
That's in the lake?
Black Rock.
Jesus.
It's in the middle of the lake.
Ah yes, the mountain that no one has ever seen or photographed. That mountain, of course.
That's the North
Black
Pole.
Rock, huh?
So the sun and the moon go around like this. They go around. So it looks like the sun is setting, but it's not setting. It's just so far away you can't see it. So when you see a plane flying at 30,000 feet and it's flying away, it appears to be going lower. Is it going lower? No. It's the same elevation, but it's just going further away. Now, when a plane is coming to you and it stays at 30,000 feet and it's coming to, it seems like it's coming from the horizon, but it's not. It's still 30,000 feet. It's your perspective. And as it gets closer to you, it seems like it's rising. Is it rising? No, it's not rising.
You do know that explanation also works on a globe, don't you, Eddie, in terms of planes? That doesn't prove a flat Earth at all.
It appears that it's rising. Like if you're standing in the middle of a street at night and there's all these street lights, right? When you're in the middle of the street, each street light looks a little bit lower than the one before it. Are they the same height, or is just your perspective?
Perspective.
It's just your perspective. Yeah. And then the lights, as you look down, the lights are gonna end up converging into like the middle. It's like everybody has their own perspective. Like if you stand, you could do this in Vegas. You stand in a long hallway. The walls will appear to be closing in this way. And then the ceiling appears to be going down. Yeah. And the ground appears to be going up. And then it converges. If you take a picture like that, like if you're an artist, you need to understand that. Otherwise, you suck as an artist. Obviously. You know what I mean? An art is 2D, but your vision is 3D, right? So 3D, it looks like this and it looks like that. Is that what's really happening? No. Are the walls coming in and then it just converges? No. That's what a picture would look like. And if you're an artist, you would understand that and make it. You would draw that the walls were closing in. Are they really closing in? No. It's your perspective.
Well, thanks for the lesson in perspective there, Eddie, but that doesn't really help your case at all. It's a phenomenon that's well understood and doesn't really prove or disprove the globe.
So that's when the sun's going away. Is it really going down? No, it's just going away.
And you've debunked yourself. Well done. Because if you work from your own explanation of perspective, which is generally correct, the sun should get smaller. From your own explanation, Eddie. But it doesn't, does it?
So the sun, it looks like the sun's rising over here. It's not rising, it's just coming around. And the sun's just coming around like that. And then when it's over there, you can't see it, it's too far. And Europe is lit. Europe, all the Africa's all lit, Middle East, and then it comes around, and then it's gonna come back. It looks like it's rising. It's not rising, it's approaching. The sun and the moon and the stars are all connected by some electromagnetic force in the North Pole.
Oh, now it's electromagnetic, not just magnetic. Now, of course, electromagnetic force in general is real. It's one of the 4 fundamental forces of nature, alongside gravity and the weak and strong nuclear forces. But it doesn't magically link the sun, moon, and stars together. That would be gravity, Eddie.
And that force is so strong that Polaris is the only star that is fixed, and everything goes around it. Just like the sun and the moon are going around this way, the stars are going around this way. So whatever that electromagnetic force that's in the North Pole, that's what's running this machine. You're a machine. I'm a machine. We're electric machines. We're like electro nanobots.
Everything is weird. I'm not going to disagree with that. And again, I'm not saying you convinced me, but I am going to go do some more reading.
No, you're on your way, Doc. It takes 18 months.
You know something interesting? 6 months ago, someone invited me to a Flat Earth conference in Vegas. I thought about going, but I think I was really busy that weekend. I wish I would have gone now. Even though I didn't believe it, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should go talk to these people and see what they have to say. So I don't know if they do in Vegas every year or not. If they invite me again, I'll go check it out.
You should go. Check it out.
Again, I'm skeptical, but look, you should look at everything.
What got me is I, like everyone else, was raised to thinking that we're on a ball spinning in space a million miles an hour. You think you're spinning at a million miles an hour?
No, I don't think that, Eddie, because we're not.
They tell us we're spinning four different ways.
It doesn't feel like it.
They're telling us we're spinning in 4 different ways that you can't even see. That four different ways. We're spinning 4 different ways. One way on our own axis, 1,000 miles an hour at the equator, and then we're spinning around the sun at 60,000 miles an hour. And then the sun, I don't know how they figured this out, but the sun is spinning around the Milky Way at 600,000 miles an hour.
I think you've let the mask slip slightly here, Eddie. You said, I don't know how they figured that out, when you were referencing the speed of the sun going round the galaxy's centre. But if you don't believe that in the first place, why do you care how they figured it out? It tells me deep down that maybe you don't really believe what you're saying. Here's how they did figure it out. They measured stellar redshift, tracked star movements over centuries, and built accurate models of galactic dynamics. That sort of thing. You know, Eddie, science.
And then the Milky Way, the entire galaxy, is spinning 1,000,000 miles an hour through the universe. Okay. We're spinning 4 different ways, yet we're still.
I will admit, if I knew nothing about it and you pitched both those theories to me, I'd be like, okay, the first one probably makes more sense. But we're just taught the other one, so it seems. Yeah. The problem is, if it's fake, that just means they lied to us about everything, and that's kind of a scary thought.
Yeah.
That would mean
so a friend, I was on Joe Rogan's podcast, and he was talking about how dumb people are, and he was like, yeah, dude, there's some people. He goes, there's some people that still think we live on a flat earth. And I was like, oh my God, no, there isn't. I go, what are they, Amish or something? How could they be so stupid? And then one of my students, Manny, he's one of my brown belts, and he goes, yo, if you ever, we're talking about like 9/11 or chemtrails, and he goes, you ever look into flat earth? And I'm like, yo, dude, you better not ever bring that up to me. I thought you were my homie. I thought I could trust you.
Yeah, right.
Now I can't trust you. I go, don't ever bring up. And then another one of my students, Ernest, he's sitting up against the wall and he goes, yo, you ever look into the flat earth? And I'm like, yo. And I just lost another homie. And then he goes, listen, I got a master's in engineering.
A master's in engineering is great, but it's not a master's in physics or earth science, is it?
And I go, you know what? You know, I'm going to prove it to him once and for all. I just went into the computer and I go, pictures of Earth from space. I'm just going to show them. And then once I was like looking for pictures of Earth from space, I'm like, damn, these are all from NASA.gov. And at that point, I believe that the NASA faked the moon missions, but I believe that was NASA's only job. NASA was just in charge of the moon missions. I didn't know NASA was in charge of all space information.
They aren't, Eddie. There are multiple space agencies around the world. If this is how you became a flat earther, this is a tragic waste.
So when I started, I already didn't trust NASA. So now I'm trying to find pictures of Earth from space, and then that weren't CGI, and then all the
they're CGI.
Then I'm like, wait a minute.
A lot of pictures are CGI.
All of them are.
That really freaked me out too.
All of them. So then
that was strange.
I was like, wait a minute.
That.
NASA's
giving us CGI pictures.
You would think there would be millions of pictures of Earth from space. Millions. Anytime, dude, there's flat Earth debates going on every day, all day on the internet. And the guys that are pro ball Earth, they can't go, look, it's a ball. They can't just say, look, because they know all the pictures are fake.
Yes, they can. They can show the 1972 blue marble, pre-CGI. But you lot will still say it's fake.
They admit it. NASA goes, you know what? The Earth's so big that we can't take a picture of it, but we take composites, little strips of data, and then we have a CGI computer artist that puts it together. And then they said, but we do. They go, there's
I do know that's true.
NASA goes, there is one picture that's real from space. There is. It's the one that they took from the moon. I'm like, dude, you guys faked the moon.
And this is where the clip ends. What an awful take on everything. Earth, space, everything. It really is. Eddie can't provide any evidence for the things that he's saying. He just knows that they're true. Dear, oh dear. Well, there we go. Another Flat Earth Friday all wrapped up. Let me know in the comments what you thought of Eddie's opinions on his beliefs there and the whole flat earth theory. As I say, we're all done and dusted for another one. Thanks so much for watching today. It is as ever appreciated. If you enjoyed this episode, please do consider subscribing to the channel. Hitting the thumbs up button too would be great. Thank you very much. I've been Simon Dan. Have yourselves a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow for another Saturday session where I'll be testing an incredible telescope. See you then.